if somehow Petr Yan is able to knock him out, like this could go down as one of the greatest comebacks of all time, dude. You got to look at the stats. Like I'm talking about on paper through what he's, if he is able to get a victory over Merab Dvalishvili, like that'll really cement him as a bantamweight. Because remember, bantamweight division is a little tricky, dude. But that could put him up there as one of the greats in that weight division. But I'm with you. Unless Petr Yan was literally in Dagestan for 2 to 3 years and forget, I just I don't see it. He's very, very dangerous. If he could catch him, he could hurt him and he could knock him out. But I just don't see it.
And it almost feels like Petr Yan fell off kind of.
Yeah.
And then he started coming back. And I always knew that from him because I spent some time training with him in Thailand a couple of years ago, multiple times actually. He is so good. When you see that guy on the match, when it comes to grappling, wrestling, striking, the stuff he does, he's really he's very, very good at everything. But, when Merab and him fought, I don't want to be specific, but I do think it was 25 takedowns in the 5 rounds. 25 takedowns in 5 rounds. That is against a guy like Petr Yan that can wrestle, and it's really good at counter wrestling. Yeah, massive fan of both fighters, but I can't go against Merab. There's no way.
Merab is so confident right now. It's his 4th title fight this year, which I don't know if it's necessarily a good thing. I would lean more towards that being a negative than a positive as far as all around how your body feels. But again, Merab's built different. He really is. He doesn't eat super clean. He doesn't get to the gym and stretch or warm up. He's just built different. It's hard to go against Merab right now. It is so hard to go against Merab right now. But he is getting more confident in his hands. Boom, boom, boom. He's getting confident in his hands. And against Petr Yan, that might be dangerous. Peter is one of the best inside fighters in the sport. His timing, his speed, his power is really, really high level. I'm going to go with Merab, but
he's a massive favorite, dude.
I'm sure.
And normally I try to make these bold predictions so that if they hit, I look like a genius. But this is one of them fights that you can't go against the champ.
Yeah.
You can't go against the champ. You got to go with the champ. And I think Merab, it'll be closer than the first time. I still see it being 3-2 on 2 judges' scorecards, 4-1 on 1 judge's scorecard.
Merab Dvalishvili versus Petr Yan. That's a good one. I'm going to have to go Merab. When we're talking MMA, Merab is one of these guys, and he fights smart. He moves when he needs to. He picks the time. He sets the pace. He picks the time when they engage, and it can either be boxing on the inside or he's going for your legs and he's going to dump you and punch you while you're getting back up. But then in this game, every time you love someone, that's when they start to struggle. Someone finds a way to figure out their style. It seems to happen all the time.
I think
the great Matt Hamill against Johnny Bones. The one-time deficit, he found a way.
I was talking to Wood about it because after, obviously, we sparred on Saturday, me and Merab and a couple of the other guys. He did 6 rounds again. And he's like, I feel like I just been here. I'm like, I know.
I feel like I was just here.
I'm exhausted. my body hurts.
How does he feel?
Oh, he feels great. You talking about Wood or you talking about?
No,
Merab.
Merab, yeah.
He feels great. He's kicking and crushing. And he's 6 rounds, man. When I came back, because obviously I'm still filming the movie, but the last time I was back home, he was doing 6 rounds too. And I came back thinking okay, maybe he's just gonna do 5 and he did 6 again. I'm like, yo, this man is...
he's absurd.
He's built different.
He's definitely built different.
But with that said, yeah, I'm picking Merab to get a finish. I can see it happening possibly in the 3rd or 4th round. Maybe I'll say 4th.
Okay.
Unless you hurt Merab with a shot and you can jump on him and finish him, I don't think anybody's beating Merab right now to a decision. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
I don't see any way you're outclassing Merab for 5 rounds. So you have to catch him with a shot to potentially put him away. If not, let's just No, you're not doing it. And honestly, I would give the edge to Merab. I think Merab right now is on such a roll. He's like a boulder rolling down the hill to where his striking is looking world class now. Like you saw his striking versus Corey Sandhagen, arguably one of the sharpest strikers in that division.
Yeah.
It was looking great. So I think it's going to be a fantastic fight.
Merab doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes. He's not perfect, but he doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes. And if he does make a mistake, he gets right back in the game. He doesn't let things faze him. So beating a guy like Merab Dvalishvili right now is not an easy task. He's only gotten better. It's like with every fight, he just accrues more and more power force. And I don't know, man. I think Yan is dangerous. It's not out of the realm of possibility. I think also it does help when you're in there and you've experienced that hell against Merab Dvalishvili for 25 minutes. But I think those are also the kind of things that just allow Merab to be that much more confident as he moves through this title fight yet again. So I'm not picking against Merab Dvalishvili anytime soon.
Petr has a very good chance of catching him on the entrance. I think in some way, somehow catching him on the entrance. But in those clinch moments and in that fence moment and all those, it's going to be Merab. And I've also seen Yan slow down as you get into round 3, 4, and 5. He is getting a little bit older in age. He's not old by any means, but I'm saying that he's getting a little bit older, and he never was someone that had a ton of output. He was a great boxer, he's a very good hammer, by the way. We haven't yet to really see him be a full-on nail, like where he just gets absolutely destroyed. But he is somebody that when he is putting it on you, man, he's relentless. He's vicious with his striking. He picks and chooses his shots. He's very accurate. I just feel like if he can touch Merab once or twice with some good, solid shots, he might be able to put him away. I'm still obviously going to go with Merab. I think the cardio is going to be the end-all, be-all thing that really pushes Merab to the point where the output's not going to be enough to really catch him anymore coming in.
This is the thing that I made my style off of is feints, fakes to break timing and rhythm, and angles. Now, if you're at an angle, there's no shot. You can't shoot unless they're in front of you. And I think that's why Petr Yan got taken down so much, because he always fights on a very straight line. It's forward, back, forward, back. There's very little side to side with him. So you have to figure out a way. He's got to figure out a way to move side to side. I think Yan's got good wrestling, but the fact that he's on the center line so much, it just makes it easy for Merab to get to the grappling positions. If he's hitting angles and he's moving, it's hard to get a hold of somebody like that. So it's just going to come down to the approach of Yan. I think he's got the tools, but also his habits are very center line targeted. And I think that makes another relatively easily grappling style fight for Merab to create if he wants to. Doesn't mean he's going to be able to do it, but the style fits Merab's style.
Styles make fights. I think that Petr Yan's an incredible fighter. I think he is of championship caliber. I think that if it wasn't for Merab Dvalishvili being at top of the mountain, I think there's a good chance Petr Yan could be a champion right now. But I just think what Merab brings to the table, there's just nobody that can stop him at 135 pounds. He's essentially lapping the division, hence the reason why he's fighting Petr Yan again. So respectfully, I think Merab wins this fight 10 out of 10 times. But I do think Petr's going to have some moments, but ultimately, it's going to be Merab that gets the job done by decision.
For my pick, I think you can't pick against Merab. I know he has a crazy schedule this year, and people are waiting for that slip up, but I don't think you're going to find a slip up in him. This guy is literally a machine.
It's just really hard to see anything but Merab winning again. He's just been on such a tear. His fourth fight this year as the champion, which is crazy for a champion to be that active.
I mean, I do think we'll see a much more competitive fight from Petr Yan this time around. I just still think that Merab is only leveling up at each time he has one of these title defenses. I think he's just absolutely spot on in his prime right now to go and probably fight very similar to we see every single time, but he's only getting better on the feet. He's getting more confident on the feet, and just the pace that this mother effer puts on people, I just don't see anybody beating him right now. Could Petr Yan do it? Yeah, of course. His boxing's incredible. His striking's good. He's got good takedowns, but he was taken down quite a bit in that first fight. I'm going with Merab on this one, retaining the belt and making history, defending it 4 times in a year?
4 times in a year.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I just can't pick against Merab until somebody beats him outright. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like if you've got unlimited cardio, very good wrestling, surprisingly good judo, very good defensive wrestling yourself, very good ability to find the back and to mat return guys and then start offensive cycles, and you've already had 25 minutes with the previous opponent, like, I'll believe that. I'm not saying Yan can't win. He's dangerous, right? Yan is not some scrub. He's here by no accident, but I'll believe that he can win when he actually does it first.
I think everybody's going to be picking Merab. I rarely ever do fights like this where everybody kind of agrees on the winner. I usually like to try to pick the hardest fights where it's 50-50. You look at the fight and you're like, who's going to win this fight? But right now, I know this is not one of those fights. Everybody's got to be picking Merab. I haven't looked at the odds makers lines. I haven't looked at the poll in the chat, but I'm sure it's going to be like an 80-20. And guys, I'm with you. I think Merab's going to win this fight.